A single word can label and place you in a box. Can removing that word change everything? Today I'm going to tell you about a wellness app startup that's on its way to becoming a unicorn, a $1 billion startup by removing one word. The Reframe app intends to help you reduce your alcohol consumption and or change or reframe your relationship with alcohol. It's focused on people who are not physically addicted to alcohol and simply want to reduce or cut back their consumption. The approach of the app is to not look negatively at alcohol use and more so to build a community united by the shared desire for personal growth. And they believe that it's that welcoming communal approach that's what's proven the app to be effective in helping people reframe their relationship with alcohol. The app is based on cognitive behavioral research, building on four main ideas: structured guidance, integrated tools, repetition reward, and community. The Reframe app helps break bad habits by replacing them with good things and bring balance into your life. The app provides diversions that interrupt alcohol cravings by offering interactive activities, stories, breathing exercises, journaling, affirmations, educational tools, and they do have coaches on the app that will periodically check in on users' progress through text and Zoom calls. The startup estimates about 90% of their users have reported meeting their drinking reduction goals at about the 2-month mark, with half quitting alcohol entirely. As the program progresses, the goals become how to rebuild your life, addressing the core issues, your whole journey, not just your drinking, but the triggers that led you to drink beyond your comfort level in the first place. The Refrain app does come with a 1-week free trial. From that point, there are several different plans that you can choose based on the amount of support you're interested in receiving from counselors via text and or via Zoom. But the baseline plan is $8 a month and or $60 a year. From that point, the fees go up based on, again, the amount of support you're looking for. For that, you get a 160-day evidence-based program that interrupts the urges to consume alcohol, the 20-minute cravings that people commonly experience. You also get access to a community forum with other members and a myriad of other tools. Okay, let me grind a little bit on this app and share with you some of the very interesting things about this startup and this app. It broadly came on the scene about 1 year ago, March 2021, when they had a total of 3,000 users. At the time, they raised $1.4 million. Prior to that, they had raised a little over $100,000 from family and friends, and that mostly went to research and development. That $1.4 million in funding a year ago resulted in growth, forcing them to raise money again this past summer, of which they indeed raised $3.4 million. Lo and behold, more growth, and just this past January, they raised $12.5 million. Hence, to date, their total funding has been $17.5 million. And so, for more perspective, 1 year ago, today, March 6, 2021, they were not on anyone's radar outside of Atlanta, which is their home base. Today, March 22, they've grown from 3,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers and are experiencing about 10,000 downloads a day of their app. Be mindful, this is not a startup that's been advertising. Their organic traffic online, they get about 2,000 people a month that find them online. They've been attributed to have a valuation of $100 million right now. And just to reset, we're talking about two people fresh out of grad school that raised about $100,000 from family and friends. They launch. About 18 months later, they're at a $100 million valuation point for their startup. And now, for more interesting perspective, there are a lot of competitors in their space. And to this day, many have never heard of the Reframe app. And if you look online in this space, you won't see them recognized on any of the lists with their competitors. It's ironic you won't find them on any of these lists, and I will leave links to these lists in the description. It's ironic in that they're bigger than all of them except one. And beyond the big boxes like BetterHelp and Talkspace, Lucid is the only visible threat to their growth. And I'm not sure Lucid has the valuation on the level of the Reframe app. Lucid is out of New York City. They're kind of like a sober Facebook, if you will, with a lot going on, including an app. And the big question is, how do they do it? How have they achieved this growth, this valuation? They're not really even known and included on any of these lists. Let me give you one big reason to explain all this. And it's in a word: sobriety. That's right, you will not see the word sobriety in any of the content on their website. They do have blogs from guest authors that use the word, but Reframe itself does not. Hence their exclusion and absence from these sobriety apps list. And if you look at this vertical space, apps that help you manage your alcohol consumption, the word sobriety or sober dominates to such a measure where there is clear groupthink and a collective homogeneity in branding and purpose. Let's face it, words like sobriety and Alcoholics Anonymous are heavy, and you don't have to hit rock bottom to want to reframe your relationship with alcohol. And this startup got it right away, where all these other apps, including BetterHelp and Talkspace, didn't. The growth of this startup without advertising and promotion makes it very clear there was a pent-up demand for an app of solid science and methodology that delivered structured guidance and, most importantly, to the middle ground. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with a friend. If this is the kind of thing that interests you, definitely subscribe. I'm Lance. This is Therapy Grind. Until next time, take care.